Hey guys, welcome to week number 3 in Intro to Business. Just want to give you a quick recap of what happened last week and, of course, what's going to happen this week. Last week we had a discussion in regards to our utilitarianist and Dientology. Many of you had either split, of course, between the two, but many of you seem to have had the sort of struggle of I'm not sure. It depends on the situation, which is very typical. I don't want you to think that you either have to subscribe to one and not the other. Sometimes we are both. Many times we are both. The best way to look at utilitarianism is to see it as the ends justify the means. What I mean by that is the end result, if it's positive or if it's good for the majority of us, then it doesn't matter what we do necessarily to get there. That's why it's hard for us sometimes when we're from a deontological perspective view someone that might leave their country and come here illegally, because we're looking at it from deontology and say, well, they broke a law. But from a utilitarian perspective, we go, well, I need to survive and to feed my family. So coming here might be justified because the ends of the matter, the fact that I am able to feed my family and work, justifies the fact that I've broken the law. I think it's important for us to understand that in business, because a lot of times we might bend the rules a little just because we think, well, this is going to give us a huge profit. The problem with that is, depends how bad or what those effects are of what we're doing. Volkswagen just a year ago was in that same situation. They had all these cars that supposedly were high mileage cars in regards to gas consumption, and they, as one of their leaders, probably viewed things from a utilitarian perspective and said, we can fudge the numbers a little so we can pass the test, and then later on realizes that all the profits were not worth it, even though at the time of making that decision he or she probably said it's worth the profit. But Dientology also has a very extreme point of view, so both views are not exactly perfect or always suitable. Dientology will always say that what is right is right and what's wrong is wrong. It comes from the base word Dios, which is like a higher power or of a God or of a rule of a duty. Many people who are subscribed to Dientology points of ethical views feel that there's something higher power dictating those decisions. So one of my questions in the discussion to some people were, do you ever feel it's okay to lie? And if you subscribe to Dientology, you would say it's never okay to lie. Yet there are certain situations where you do lie and are okay with that. And this is a silly comparison, but telling your children that Santa exists and lying to them about it is it's a lie. But everyone has accepted that to be okay. Telling your child that the tooth fairy is going to come and give them money for their tooth is it's a lie. I mean, a basic statement, it's a lie. But we have, as a group, have accepted that to be an okay lie. But a Dientology mindset always says, no, it's never okay to lie. It's what's wrong, it's wrong, because it's duty-based. It's always right to tell the truth. But if that was true, then we wouldn't have spies or people hiding where we have our spies in other countries to protect ourselves. Some people will think that if you were a true Dientology subscriber, then you would say it's wrong for us to send a spy into Russia to find out what they're going to do against us, or it's wrong to do certain things to people that are against us. So there's always weak points in regards to both points of view, but my goal in the discussion was for you to explore where you normally would make that decision or how you would normally make that decision. For the most part, you guys did a great job on last week's discussion. Please be aware that a one-sentence post or reply will not be given full credit. I will not give you credit at this level. You should already be able to put together some information about this topic and respond with a good substance. I am not going to put a word limit, but I am also not going to accept a 1 to 2 sentence reply. So please make sure you are not hurting your grade by not completing the discussions properly. Also, go back at the end of the week and make sure that you've replied to any questions that I posted to you directly. You will be deducted points if you do not return back to the discussion to answer my questions. I've seen some people not respond this week. I will let it pass for week number 2, but starting week number 3, I will not let those pass by. Please make sure you're replying to 2 other classmates, substantial replies with a substantial post, and any replies to my questions. This week, of course, we're starting a new week of discussions, Maslow hierarchy of needs. I want you to understand that it is very critical in the management world to understand Maslow's hierarchy of needs, or the human relations in management. If you want to review more of it, the 2 chapters that are assigned this week will be dedicated to this. So make sure you reply. Once again, please reply to your classmates and to any questions that I post. I hope you're having a great time, guys. We are week number 3 out of 7.5 weeks. So that means there's 4.5 weeks left. We are moving very, very quickly. Next week, we're in the midway part. So if you have any questions, let me know. We'll talk to you soon. I hope you're having a wonderful time.